So why do I think the real reason Jake Paul's assistant was assaulted? Hi. So before we get started into this video, if you guys have not yet subscribed, then what the fuck are you doing? So guys, this is the biggest drama that has ever happened, I think. So if you guys have not yet heard, Jake Paul posted a video a couple days ago saying how his assistant was assaulted by Faze Banks. And that easily became the biggest drama of 2017. And that is why we are here today and we're going to be talking about it a little. So Jake starts off by saying how he really needed to make this video because he really wants to shine a light upon this matter of assault. But being Jake, he does not dedicate the whole video to it. He only dedicated a little tiny part at the end of the video. In fact, he only plays the full clip after his whole joyful vlog was played. Huh? Yes! Showing that this video was obviously just another clickbait and obviously just really for views. I know you may be thinking, but wait, that's not Jake. Jake wouldn't do that. He's not the kind of guy who married somebody for views and subs.
Jake Paulers. We were talking and just found out some news from these three and Nick.
I was reading through the comment section and a lot of people were asking, what have Erica and Anthony got to do with this whole situation? If you really wanted to shine light upon the person who was a victim of assault, then he would make the video about her. But instead he decided to involve Erica and Anthony. Now a lot of you are asking why? Well, let me tell you. Jake Paul's job at Team 10 is to make other content creators grow. What is a better way than making other content creators grow and featuring them in a video that he knows will go viral? A bit off topic, but going back to what I said before, I mean, if there are cameras inside of this venue, that would be the first thing I would go to. I'd be doing everything it takes to get that footage off those cameras because that would just be the ultimate proof. But I mean, Jake is not really the kind of guy to ever show any evidence, as a couple weeks ago he posted a video claiming that his neighbors tried to kill him by unscrewing the tires of his van.
One of the neighbors comes over and unscrews the screws in the tire to our Team 10 van. The neighbors tried to kill us, bro.
Again, with no proof. So there already it makes this whole video a little bit fishy.
We went about our night and I went to the restroom and got lost because I'd never been there before. And when I was leaving, he sort of clotheslined me and put their arm out in front of me and tried to like pull me into the place that they were, into his table. He like put his arm out and like went like this. And I was looking up at him and our faces were really close.
So basically, long story short, she went to the restroom, got lost, like if she was in Faze Banks' house, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Faze Banks came and strangled her. I guess the real question here is Faze Banks really Randy Orton? In this video, she gives a demonstration of how Faze Banks assaulted her.
He literally like dragged me by my neck.
Meg said that you like lost your breath.
Yeah,
right?
like he knocked the wind out of me.
Yet, in the DMs with Nick Crompton, the CEO of Team 10, she stated that this was all an accident. But the first time you showed us in Jake's video, it didn't quite look like an accident to me.
And like, he dragged me by my neck
and
backwards.
So did he or did he not assault you? I'd like to randomly state how all three of them are trying to really push words into her mouth.
And our faces were really close, and he sort of like was right here.
I feel like it was more extreme.
We're really trying to push words into her mouth and make it sound a lot worse, and she wasn't sounding too convincing. But anyway. One of Banks' friends, Taylor Kniff, tweeted, and he said this. So now another not so popular Team 10 member has appeared out of the blue and is buying Banks and his friends drinks after drinks. Again, using unknown Team 10 members to do your dirty work, Jake. It's starting to sound a little set up to me.
Like literally, it just so happens that she is like my assistant and like works here.
Ooh, it so happens that she's my assistant.
And so what's crazy about this is that if it wasn't her, this message would have never been spread.
So here Jake tries to play the hero card. Like if it wasn't for him, this message wouldn't have been spread. But I mean, that's typical Jake. He made a whole song about how good he is, so.
When I was in the kitchen whipping up meals for kids on Thanksgiving, where was your love when
So is this all made up? Did Jake set this whole thing up just to create drama? Or did Faze Banks actually assault Jake's assistant? I personally don't think Banks did assault this girl. I don't think he is the kind of guy to do something like that. I mean, I don't personally know him, but watching a lot of his videos, I kind of picked up on his personality. But however, If Jake is not lying and Faze Banks did actually assault this assistant, I do not condone that at all. That is completely disgusting. You should never raise your hands on anybody, really. So a little bit off topic, guys, but recently I saw this video on Twitter that Keemstar posted exposing Erica and Jake. Have a look.
Maybe I'm just a conspiracy nut, but I'm watching this video where they're talking about abuse, right?
That this happened, but I think that Meg being able to come forward and like speak her story.
Yeah. Her coming forward and speaking her story is great and all that, but if I like move a little bit forward here and hit play,
I low-key thought
I see a giant bruise on your fucking leg, Erica. Dude, I had a couple drinks. Maybe I'm seeing this wrong, but that looks like fucking Jake Paul hit you with a goddamn baseball bat.
So I don't know, guys. Could that be true? Could it not? I'm gonna leave that all up to you guys, though. But she's obviously trying really hard to hide it, as you can see from these photos. So why do I think the real reason Jake Paul's assistant was assaulted is...
Crazy theory time.
Jake hates Faze Banks. He took his girl and made him look stupid. So now Jake is upset, hates Alyssa and Banks. So he makes his assistant go to the club, fake a story about how he assaulted her and was making out with other girls. That's proof to convince everyone that he's not making this up. He got Max, who has no beef, to passively get them super drunk, so that Banks wouldn't even have a way to defend himself, and Jake could make a video on it, getting him top of the charts again and overtake his brother. Guys, this is obviously not true. Well, at least I hope not, because that would be sick, but it could be. So Jake ends off by saying how we must always use our channels to make a change.
Use your own platform, whether it's you and your friends or whether you are another creator online watching this video, to use your platform to make change.
On that note, I'm going to end this video by saying, fuck you, Jake Paul, let's make a change.
When I was in the kitchen whipping up